Hi, my name is Aslam Moolla and I'm a Ccma and labor lawyer, and in today's video we're going to be talking about harassment and victimization at work. What can you do to stop the bullies? Let's be honest, nobody likes to be harassed, nobody likes to be bullied, nobody likes to be victimized, but it happens at work. What are your labor law rights and what can you do about it? That's the purpose of today's video. So let's start off by looking at what is the definition of harassment at work. The definition is essentially any form of unwelcome and unwarranted behavior towards you which makes you feel victimized. That is a form of harassment. Any form of unwelcome and unwarranted behavior towards you which makes you feel victimized and bullied is harassment. What does the law say regarding harassment? The law is contained in our Constitution, and the Constitution states that every person has a right to human dignity. If you are being treated in a very bullied way, if someone does not respect your rights, if they harass you at work, then they are violating the rights that you have in terms of our Constitution. Now that we've looked at the definition of harassment, what the law says, let's take a look at some common examples that happen in our workplace. The most common example is abuse of power. So that's either your manager or supervisor, your boss, owner of the company, whoever it is, they use their power over you by making you do menial tasks or by making you do jobs that are not part of your job description. That would be a form of harassment. Another common form of harassment is where someone, either a work colleague, is spreading rumors about you at work, and that is damaging your reputation. Form of harassment. The third is, of course, sexual harassment, where someone is making unwanted attention towards you, unwanted messages, inappropriately standing too close to you, touching you. That's of course a form of harassment. Another form of harassment is where someone who's higher up than you is constantly preventing you from being promoted within the company, or that can be preventing you from accessing special training opportunities or accessing clients and growing within the company. So they're constantly preventing you from progressing further in the company. That would be a form of harassment. Now, what can you do if you are being harassed? The most important thing is you need evidence. You must have evidence of the harassment. If you don't have evidence, the person who's harassing you is going to deny it, or they'll have a justification. I would advise you is to keep a record of all the dates, times, events and witnesses, exactly what happened. Make sure you write it down and you have a backup of what you've written down. That's the first thing. The second thing is, and as difficult as this is, try and approach the person who's harassing you first. Have a discussion with them. Explain to them what they're doing is wrong and you want them to stop. Make sure that you record this discussion on your phone and make sure that you also send a follow-up email to this person. If the person does not stop, you must then approach company management, either HR or a trade union representative, whoever it is, and explain your situation to them. Show them the evidence that you've gathered. Show them the minutes of the meeting that you had with this person who's harassing you. And the company must now conduct an investigation and, if necessary, discipline this person. If the company doesn't do anything about this or doesn't produce a satisfactory outcome, you can resign in terms of the law and claim constructive dismissal. However, before you do that, you must make sure that you have all of your evidence ready. Constructive dismissal, you will have to prove at the Ccma. You must show why your conditions were so bad that you were forced to resign. We have an entire video on constructive dismissal. I would highly suggest that you watch that video before resigning from work. However, that is an option available to you. You can claim constructive dismissal at the Ccma. So, in summary, what have we discussed in today's video? Number one, you have a right not to be harassed at work. Number two, if you are being harassed, make sure that you have a detailed record of each incident, date, time, witness, and what the event was precisely. Number three, approach the person who is harassing you. Tell them to stop. Number four, if they don't stop, approach company management. Number four, if company management doesn't do anything, you can then approach the Ccma and claim constructive dismissal. However, make sure that you have your evidence fully ready and fully itemized exactly what happened. Of course, if you need help in your particular situation, whether that is preparing your evidence or preparing any kind of letters, you're more than welcome to click the link below and book an appointment with our office. I'll speak to you soon.